Are we recording?
We're recording.
Welcome to Banter Bit, the
Not
bit
you
where we
putting your
banter.
professional voice on. Shut up.
Shut up, actually. You know
Go on
what?
the same thought.
No, because why did I make what is it? Code switch there immediately. I
You
went
did.
from
I'm
like
sick of
saying
you.
no massa, and then I was like, "Welcome to Banter Bit, the bits where we banter."
Oh my gosh,
Rah rah
like
rah rah. Yeah, hey, yeah.
customer service voice.
Yeah,
Shut
embarrassing.
up.
It's doing Amazon flashbacks, call center vibes.
I feel like you guys need context to this episode. We're recording it exactly 2 days after the recording of our last episode, episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing it because Rushka and I started ranting at each other, mind you, about what it feels like to be a content creator in 26. I think that about sums it, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to give the TLDR version
Yeah.
before I hand over to you. I'm sick and tired. It has sucked the joy and life out of me. I do not enjoy it anymore. It
Mm-hmm.
has made me so miserable. The moment I need to post onto
Oh,
Instagram or TikTok,
it's a chore.
the focus around it is aesthetics and views that you it just sucks the joy out of putting art out there or putting whatever you wanted to share out there. Like
Yeah.
OG Instagram, you could take a picture of your sandwich and it could have been in 360p or whatever.
You
You could put
slap the
20
Paris
filters on
filter
it.
on. Yes.
Exactly. And you just enjoyed it and you posted it and that's it. Now everything is about statistics and views and engagement and blah blah blah. So I
Yeah.
just don't enjoy making content for those platforms anymore, which is why you don't see me posting on there as much anymore.
Mm.
And we just recently started this blog,
Yay!
and it's essentially the logic is if we're going to put out a podcast, we need a landing page for that podcast. And we might as well make articles that give a little bit of a short summary on what we discuss each week. And
Mm.
we've sort of been working on cleaning up the site today. And I was just talking to you about how much I'm enjoying it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And it's sort of getting that creative juices flowing again and how I want to make this post and this post. And I love the fact that we're posting something not for people to view it, but because we genuinely enjoy it and we're having fun. And it feels
Yes.
so refreshing.
That
I'm
and
handing over
that's
to you now.
Thank you. Okay, now I can do my 20-minute yap that'll
Pop
fill the
off.
rest of this
Pop
episode.
off.
I want to emphasize because I'm heavy on the I'm finding enjoyment in content again. And I
Hmm.
think it's a journey that a lot of content creators it's one of those up and down journeys, you know. It's not a linear journey, but you really do go through these moments of like I was talking to Kelly about it as well. She was saying, "Oh, she's had such hectic creative block." And was it Kelly? I was talking to someone about creative block while the
Hmm.
cars drive past, sorry. uh Joburg traffic, you know. And like the creative block I have experienced over the last probably year, 2 years even, I'll put it at that, is sickening at this point. And it's burnout to an extent as well, right? And I think the both of us can vouch for this because we've got full-time jobs. We've got the 9 to 5, and then the content is the side hustle, you know, like
Hmm.
sure, it brings in the bag occasionally, but because it's not paying the bills yet, it's not what you can pour your heart and soul into 24/7.
Hmm.
Um, and the start of the Banter Bit blog, we'll put a link in the podcast description for you guys to visit it and see what we're working on. But it's a chance for us to unfiltered, I think, put our thoughts on everything. And I think even the nature of Banter Bit itself has changed a lot. When we initially started this podcast 3 years ago now, believe it or not,
Yeah.
um, we started from a place where we were like, there's no gaming or tech related podcasts in Africa, or at least not that we saw at the time. And we wanted to change that. We wanted to be a little sprinkle of that, I suppose, but also because we have something to say. And you guys have given us good
Yeah. We
reception
have
on
so much to
it.
say.
We had so much to say. Oh my gosh. And you guys have given us a good reception on it and I enjoy this apparently. So why should we stop? It's something we enjoy, it's something you enjoy. I think that's something as well a lot of creators ignore is the fact that if you're not enjoying your content, how can you expect other people to?
Hmm.
And I think we're finding that happy place. We're finding the in between where we are finally enjoying it again, which makes
Yeah.
it enjoyable for you guys who are listening.
I don't know if you have that same feeling where it's more enjoy in English. You
Mm-hmm.
enjoy it more because you don't have that pressure of needing to impress anyone
Yes.
in a sort of article or blog format. Because especially since we're not aggressively advertising that we've started this
Yeah.
blog, it
Yeah.
genuinely feels like the blogger days where you just
Mm.
write for the sake of writing.
It's Tumblr days all over again, right?
Mm,
Like I was a heavy Tumblr girly. I used to post poetry onto my Tumblr, and that was like what I did. I'd share music that I enjoyed listening to, that kind of thing. Back
mm,
when we were all still using SoundCloud, by the way, before Spotify entered the country. But I think what you were saying about like posting to Instagram, even TikTok to some extent, I do appreciate they have their pros and cons. I like TikTok because I feel like people put more natural content there. And by natural, I mean it's not so polished, clinical, aesthetic, whatever you want to call it. It is
mhm,
somebody just whipping out their phone in the middle of nowhere, whether it's an HD like iPhone camera, Samsung S25 camera, or just like their Huawei device or whatever it is. Not to bash on any of these brands because I think smartphones have all gotten pretty polished when it comes to cameras. But it is just
mm,
somebody, it's spur of the moment content, right?
mm,
Whereas Instagram kind of reserves that for your stories. And even then, people are still putting a clinical lens over the content that they post there, even though it only lasts 24 hours and whatever. And Instagram tires me out to no extent. I think I post once a month on Instagram, like to my feed. And it's my cute little monthly recaps that I do because, in the vanity of it all, I'm like, oh, people would love to see what I'm doing with my life. But also, I think parts of my life are shareable. And I
mm.
put it there. And then that's it. And that's where Instagram fails us, I think, is we're so used to seeing these sterilized versions of people that we forget that there's a more social side to them, a more connective side, a more human side, however you want to put it. And
Yeah.
then with regards to TikTok, I love it, but I can't keep up with it. You know, the fact that the algorithm favors consistency is awful news for me. I think I'm the most inconsistent person I know.
Same.
I'm not going to be the one posting even once a week. I can't manage. I remember once seeing that people say, "Oh, you need to post at least 3 times a week on TikTok." Where, firstly, am I finding content to post 3 times a week? Secondly, the time to edit content to post 3 times a week. It's not possible.
Me personally, I'd be able to come up with 10 pieces a week, right?
Uh-huh.
There's always shit to post about, like, because there's so much going on in my head. It's the
Yeah.
time aspect for me.
Yeah.
And which is why I post more stories than I do a
Physical
carousel
like
image or a
feeds.
reel.
Yeah.
Because stories just pick up your phone, record, text caption, done. And
Yeah.
stories do so well.
Stories do amazingly.
So I'm usually just posting stories, like a quick something that's going to expire within 24 hours. I also don't need to,
Mm-hmm.
the pressure of it being perfect is gone because it expires in 24 hours.
Yeah.
So that's how I've been consistent is through stories. And I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if that counts or not. But I still enjoy stories. I don't enjoy posting carousels. I don't enjoy posting reels as
Yeah.
much anymore because of that added pressure of needing the video to be successful or for it
Mm,
to, be impressive in any way or whatever.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
I think there's just that pressure of posting on stories is just non-existent for me. I couldn't give a fuck. And also because you can make it private, only certain people can view it. I don't know if you can do that with reels and carousels. Otherwise, I'd be posting way more reels and carousels if I could privatize it and only have like 10 people look at it. You know what I mean?
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, even talking about it is tiring, hey?
No, you know me, I'm a lazy talker. So like, I don't know why I decided to join in on this podcast stuff when I do not like speaking. Everyone who
But
knows
that's
me
why you
knows that
joined with
I'm the laid
me.
back friend. Yeah, I like yappers. I love being around people who don't shut the up. That's a first swear timer. I'm doing
That's
this
a
thing. Those who
second
are
sweat
listening,
timer.
really okay?
Yeah.
So I do because Androva edits these. Thank goodness, thank you, Androva. And I need to just make little timestamps of every time I swear so that she can bleep it out for me. I've been doing well though. If we've been yapping for like 10 minutes now, and I've only
Yeah.
swore twice, I think I'm doing well.
I'm so proud of you. Well
Thank
done,
you.
sweetie.
Thank you. You're doing amazing, sweetie. um, yeah, I'm just lazy. I like being around people who yap, so I can just chill, be laid back, and throw in my ad lib every now and then.
Yeah. I think this is also, I think the podcasting blogging thing is just so much easier for us as well, because I think maybe that's part of the generation we're part of as well, is we like to sit and listen to other people's tea. We like to read about what other people are interested in, find our own interests embedded within it as well.
Yeah.
I am a visual person as well, so like I do love consuming my video photo media, but I'm also, I think I'm tired of the short form content life. I'm tired of us feeding into this short attention span thing, because I've noticed the detrimental effect it's had on me, right? Like my attention span's dropped. It's not to the point where I can't sit and watch long form content anymore, but it doesn't feel as comfortable as it used to.
Yeah.
And that's disconcerting to some extent, I think. It's like what does it mean to be a content creator these days as well? Because this is another thing I was chatting to Kelly about when I saw her the other day, and she was talking about the height of Musically when she was on the platform, and how she misses those days because there wasn't an algorithm that forced you into trends or into making your content look a certain way, or forcing you to have the 5-second hook so that people don't scroll away and blah blah blah. And I'm hearing her because I feel like there was more room for creativity back then. We really were, like, content creators were creatives back then. Whereas now there's a box that you need to fit into because a brand wants you to run this campaign and remember to mention the brand name in the first 5 seconds of the video. And this is the correct logo to use. Don't make your own. And also, you're promoting X and Y products, so make sure it's in frame for at least 30 seconds of the video. But remember, your video can't be longer than 33 seconds long because that doesn't do well on socials. And it's just so tiring because at the end of the day, where's the room for you to shine in all of that? Because that's something else they'll do. Brands will be like, we love your content. We want you to shine through in this. And it's like, that's all good and well and fine. But then you need to let me take the reins on this. And we're just not allowed to do that.
What she said.
And that's
Can we
on
also talk
period.
about, listen, can we also talk about people who have like multiple accounts because they're so worried about it affecting their stats as well?
Oh,
That's another thing that I get it. People split their content. So now they've got 3 accounts, one for personal and then one for their brand. And this is where we are now. This
yeah.
is what we've come to, is that we can't just share whatever we like in one account. It
Yes.
needs to be separated so that it doesn't affect our stats. And I
Yes.
just can't be asked. I'm just putting everything in one page, which is probably why, my viewership sucks, which is probably why my stats aren't great. But I'm a lot more sane. Like
Yeah,
I cannot have
exactly.
7 accounts for the 7 different things that I'm interested in. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
we're seeing a rise in like creator, I don't know what you call them. They're not throwaway accounts, but like the offline account, whatever you see. So it'll be like you'll get a creator with their fully polished page where they post their branded content, all the fun social stuff that you see them getting up to. And then they've got a second account somewhere lying around where it's like, oh, this is what I get up to in my day to day. And these are my actual unfiltered thoughts. And it's like, but why can't that be one and the same? Are you not the same
Mm,
person at the end of the day?
mm.
Why? But as you
Actually,
say,
how big? Don't you have 2 accounts?
I do, but one is because I don't want to post about my brother's graduation for my followers to see. They don't need to be that deeply ingrained in my personal life.
Is
I
it a
feel
private
like
account?
it is a private
Oh,
account.
okay. That makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So
That makes
that's
sense.
like where I follow my high school friends, my family, that kind of thing. I do follow a lot
Mm,
of them on my content account as well, but I'm not going to post about, as I say, like my brother's graduation, or, oh, it's 3 years since my grandmother died and I'm sorely missing her dearly today, because I feel like to the extent I do need to draw a line. I don't need things to
mm,
get parasocial.
mm,
I want to be familiar with people to an extent, but at the same time, and this is important to acknowledge, and it'll sound harsh coming out, but my viewers, my followers, my community are not my friends. And by saying that, I mean, I'm not going to pull up at your door on a Friday evening in a gown and slippers and be like, hey, let's hang out. That's the kind of
mm.
familiarity I have with the people on my personal account versus my content account.
I was in a meeting with someone the other day. I'll type you the name. And he's a creator and great guy,
Mm,
great guy. So I'm not
mm,
like, disclaimer, I'm not about to trash talk him or anything.
yeah.
But he asked me a question that created me a little. He was like, why do some women hide their personal life from social media? Like, why do they keep their relationships a secret? Why do they, withhold it from their audience and that? And this was coming
Yeah,
from someone who doesn't post about his family life at all on social media either. So I was
that's
just like,
crazy.
hello? I was so triggered. I love this guy, but I smacked him over the phone basically.
Oh
Gave him a
my
mouthful.
gosh.
Because, first
I
of all, no one is entitled to your personal life. You do not owe anyone anything
Precisely.
just
Exactly so.
because you are online.
Yeah. It's it is there is like a, as much as I say you're one and the same person, there is a line to draw between who I am at home with my mom, my dad, my brother versus who I am online.
Yeah, I sent you the
Um
name of the person.
oh wow. I'm intrigued.
I don't think he meant any harm by it, but I did politely educate him, shame.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, specifically, I think women as well online. We've seen instances of like women disclosing their relationship status or whatever it is, and it affecting their following
People lose their
in
damn
multiple
minds. Remember the
ways.
Pokimane controversy?
Oh my
When
word,
people
who
found
can
out she had a
forget?
boyfriend and they almost at themselves, bescribed, swear count 3 or
Swear
4 now.
count off the charts, doesn't matter.
People were hyperventilating, crying, pissing, unsubscribing from her, unfollowing her. Damn it. No, swear count 6. So I keep my personal life separate. You keep your personal life separate as well. Like,
Yeah.
no one knows who you fuck. 8.
9. Oh wait, you added the 2. It is true though, because like also I feel like even within your friend circles, there's like things you tell certain people and things you don't, because there's different closeness with which you have different levels of familiarity that you have with the different people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a hot second. I remember that I needed to put electricity in this morning, and I don't know if I have, and I have my heater running and
Guys,
everything. Give me 2 seconds. I don't want my PC to just go off while we're busy.
it's so embarrassing. Shame. This is why they can't give us anything. This is why we don't get any. We don't deserve anything, actually. Go put off your heater there. I actually think she left, and I'm actually left on my own now on this
Okay, it
podcast, which
wasn't
makes me
for
nervous.
that long. That's
Okay, she's back.
crazy.
Wow.
It
Okay. Thank
wasn't, you're
goodness.
so dramatic, actually.
Yeah. I
No,
was very nervous. I was like, what must I say now for the next minute? I have nothing to say.
you really could have kept quiet and we could have edited the silence out. I'm not sure if you know how
Stupid.
post-production works, but that's a possibility, by the way.
Stupid. Sweet time at 10. Okay. What were we on about now? Should we just end it here
Keeping our
actually? Because
personal
wow.
lives personal. We could end
Yes.
it here.
No,
18 minutes?
pop
Are
off.
we happy with that length? No, like
Round it off to 25.
I have nothing more to pop off about. Like, I've said what I've said. It sounds very harsh. I acknowledge that much. But at the same time, like, it's,
There's
I
a
don't want to,
fat layer of sexism to this as well because no
there
one has that
is.
expectation for men who make content. It's only women who make content that people feel entitled to know their personal life, and for women to have to disclose who they're dating and that, which is just strange. I make gaming and tech content. What
Yeah.
does it matter, who I'm laying next to at night, who I'm not laying next to at night, or whatever, how many I'm laying next to at night? Like, it is now, it's a gaming page. Why do
Yeah.
you care?
No,
Or why should you
honestly,
care?
for real. And like, there's a facet to this as well. I think I'm very open on my socials in general. I talk about everything. I take phone calls with my mom on my live stream as long as I know it's not a sensitive matter. You know what I mean? Or something that I wouldn't want disclosed. But as I say, I'm not, if I'm going to the shops and I went to Woolies and I don't know, I dropped my carton of eggs on the way home, I might have a bit of a rant about it, like on my stories or whatever. But I'm going to have a more in-depth conversation with my family about it, because like maybe I dropped the eggs because I'm having a rubbish week at work and I stubbed my toe on the way out and whatever it is, you know. But that's like, that's just depth of information that feels unnecessary, useless, if I may. If you follow me on Instagram, you know how unfiltered I am on my stories. I complain about everything. I post about everything. Everybody knows which Valorant characters I want to be real so that I can smash. Everybody knows which animes I'm following and obsessed with. Like, it's not a surprise. It's not like I'm withholding information. There's just things that are very core to me
There's
as
just
a
no relevance to
lady.
mention it. Like, there's just no
Exactly.
relevance to mention it.
Exactly. There's things that are core to me as a lady that wouldn't make sense in Androva's life, if that
Stop
makes
holding
sense.
women to a different standard than what you do the men that you follow
Yeah.
online. It's weird. You don't get mad at men who are private about their lives on socials. So why do you feel so entitled to women and
Yeah.
their business?
It's
Just stop.
parasocial. It's parasocial, it's creepy, it borders on obsessive. And that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah. We can end it there. Goodbye, everyone. See you next week or whenever you're watching or listening to the next one.
In the next 2 weeks, because we bi-weekly now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Bye.